Good morning everybody and welcome to our assembly this morning all about being observant. Now, we're often observant in our art lessons when we draw from observation, so that we're using our eyes to look at something that we're drawing. But we're also observant when we go on our trips to different galleries and look at the paintings there, when we look for what the meaning might be or something maybe the artist was trying to tell us. And that's kind of what we're going to be doing today. We're going to be looking at some very famous paintings. But these famous paintings have got some hidden messages or hidden meanings inside them. And you're going to need to be very observant to spot them. This first picture we're going to look at is called The Ambassadors, and it's by an artist called Hans Holbein the Younger. It was painted in 1533 in the same year that Elizabeth I was born. Now, at first glance, this seems to be a very detailed portrait of two wealthy young men. But do you notice anything unusual in the painting? No? How about that stretched grey and black streak in the foreground? Any idea what that is? It's actually a skull. The perspective has been distorted or changed. This is known as anamorphosis, so that you can only see what it really is when you step to the side. It's believed to be a reminder that all men die one day. Here's how it works. Starting to look more like a skull. Even more. Right at the side. And there it is. Very clever. The second famous painting that we're going to look at is called the Arnolfini portrait. It's by an artist called Jan van Eyck. Now, it's another very famous painting. When you first look at this painting, which was painted in 1434, it seems to simply show the merchant Giovanni de Niccolao Arnolfini and his wife. Do you spot anything else? Are there any other people in the picture? Are you sure? If you look closely at the mirror, in the centre of the room, you'll actually see that there are two figures entering the room as well. It's widely believed that one of them is meant to be Van Eyck, the artist himself. You'll also notice that there's a Latin inscription in very elaborate writing on the wall above the mirror, which translates to Jan van Eyck was here, 1434. Okay, you'll probably recognise this next painting. It's the Sistine Chapel, the ceiling of the Sistine Chapel, painted by Michelangelo, and is one of the most famous paintings in the world. The painting, if you didn't know, tells the story of the book of Genesis from the Bible across 9 sections and took Michelangelo 4 years to complete. The creation of Adam is probably the most famous of the 9 panels Michelangelo painted. But did you know that the scene contains a hidden human brain? Can you spot it? That's it. If you look at the shroud surrounding God, you'll find that it creates a perfect anatomical illustration of the human brain. It turns out that Michelangelo was also an expert in human anatomy, and experts believe he intended for the brain to represent the idea that God was giving Adam not only life, but also human knowledge. Hey, here's another painting you might recognise. It's called The Last Supper, and it's by Leonardo da Vinci, and it shows the final meal that Jesus supposedly shared with his apostles. Now, there's lots of mystery has surrounded this painting, but do you spot anything else slightly unusual? Can you see the series of bread rolls that run across the centre of the painting? Well, a few years ago, a musician found that by drawing the 5 lines of a musical staff across the painting, the bread rolls, in combination with the apostles' hands, lined up to make musical notes. Can you see that? When read from right to left, which adheres to Da Vinci's unique writing style, the notes combine to make a tuneful 40-second composition. So it turns out that Da Vinci was also an expert musician, as well as a painter, sculptor and inventor. Listen to this. This next painting is called Scheveningen Sands and it's by Hendrik von Antonissen. Now take a look at this painting. At first appearances, it seems like a typical beach scene landscape painting. But it was only when it was being carefully cleaned that something else was spotted. I'm going to reveal it slowly. Can you spot what it was? That's right! It was a whale! Here's a video about its chance discovery.
My name is Sean Kwan and I'm a student at the Hamilton Kerr Institute, which is a department of the Fitzwilliam Museum in Cambridge. And we specialize in the conservation easel paintings, restoring paintings for Fitzwilliam Museum, but also for various private and public collections. Painting is called A View over Scheveningen Sands by a Dutch artist called Hendrik von Antonissen, and it's dated around 1630. I first saw the painting in the studios of the Hamilton Kerr Institute, and it seemed a very unassuming painting depicting a very calm beach scene set in winter. And there were clusters of people gathered. I was unclear why they were there, but it didn't seem too out of normal. Most oil paintings have a natural resin varnish coating on top, which serves as a protective layer. And unfortunately, it discolors over time. My first task was to remove the varnish. And within the first week, I started removing the varnish over the sea horizon, and that's when a figure started appearing, standing directly on the horizon line, which was extremely peculiar and unexpected. So we spent a good deal of time speculating what it could be, and then the fin started appearing, and we were joking that it looks like a person parasailing on the ocean, and it was at that point that we knew that there was something more going on. After I unveiled the figure and the fin, we started speculating that it may be a whale, but not everyone believed that, so I had to explore carefully what was underneath. So I started removing the overpaint very carefully with a scalpel and also with some solvent. And the day after, it became more clear when I unveiled the edge of the head that it was indeed a whale. Over the centuries, the attitude towards paintings has changed. In the past, it would be very common to cut a painting or to paint over it to fit aesthetic purposes. They were seen as mere decorations. Nowadays, with this painting in a gallery setting, we respect what the original painter intended.
So far, we've been using our eyes to observe these hidden details and meanings in the paintings we have seen. However, there are some things that we can't detect with the naked eye, and art historians are now using very sophisticated technology to discover even more about paintings. Take a look at this painting. It's called A Patch of Grass by Vincent van Gogh, and it doesn't look like anything more than that, just a patch of grass. But when it was viewed using a special high-tech X-ray, the following painting, a portrait of a lady, was revealed underneath. It turns out that Vincent van Gogh often painted over his earlier works. Experts estimate that about a third of his early pictures conceal other compositions. Patch of Grass was completed in Paris in 1887, and this portrait is believed to have been one of a series of heads painted by Van Gogh between 1884 to 1885. To the naked eye, this painting of the Greek god Bacchus does not seem to reveal much. But thanks to the use of modern and sophisticated techniques called reflectography, the image has been made much sharper, but also much more detailed. In 2009, art experts were able to discover that the image of a man is actually hidden in the carafe of wine in the bottom left. Caravaggio painted a person in an upright position with an arm held out towards a canvas on an easel, so it appears to be a portrait of himself while he was painting. Well, I hope you enjoyed that assembly this morning, and I hope that encourages you to look just that little bit more closely next time you go to an art gallery or look at a piece of art. All right, see you all soon. Bye.